Hello, Taki Traders. Welcome to the 5th of June. Nice little bit of a boring day on a Friday to finish the week off, but sometimes boring is better than nothing. Definitely some good profits this week based around some of the altcoins. The share market had, it wasn't so much a rally, but it had a nice continued confidence. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, a little bit of a cool off, and today's just been one of those nice days to round it upwards. So let's get into it and just see just what the week had for us all. As you can see, some of the gold miners still struggled. I'm still looking at Perseus for possible buy-in, but I want to see a bit of a pullback more. With Perseus, I still feel that it's one of these nice little hedge bets. If you want to get into gold without buying gold direct, get into the miner. They're making money, good profits. So definitely a one to watch as well. Surprised that even though Newcrest was down, that LAC was up. There is still support in the gold market, of course. And it's still at quite a good price, especially with everything going on at the moment. Other industries, finance looking good, and some other ones like O-Media advertising, outdoor advertising, billboard, so is showing strength and has actually recovered from quite a nice share price bottom, returning nicely. As we can see, the actual prices almost following the RSI at the moment, almost exact. Well, not exact, but you see the point there. Surprised us, was expecting more of a pullback. Took some nice profits here and just sort of stayed out of the futures markets today. It was a bit of a direction when, S&P is up like this, it can just drop and then carry the ASX with it. So happy to just stay out for a little bit, especially leading into the weekend. But it is showing some good strength there, even if it just trades sideways for a bit to let the RSI just drop down a little bit before the next push up. Wouldn't be surprised. I think of a lot of the companies that we are seeing now that, a lot of the big ones have made. They've got capital injection either through debt or further capital raising that they know that they're going to have reduced demand for September, October. The year's pretty much done. Already looking at 2021 results. And I think that's what the market's understanding, that even with all that's going on, a lot of these companies are relatively safe. They already know that there's going to be a huge drop in demand. They've already taken steps to manage and cut their costs. And looking to the future, I mean, there's nowhere you can see that clearer than some of the airline stocks, such as Air New Zealand. It's doubled now from the bottom, and that's amazing, especially considering how much risk there still is around international airlines, and airlines in general are going to be nowhere near their previous demand for possibly years to come. So I think that's a good bellwether that the market's forward-looking, understanding that what's happening now is not forever, and even if there is a slight second wave, how severe will that be? Wait and see. But for now, optimism is ruling, and with that, surprised that gold hasn't come off more. Still not surprised that it hasn't rallied up to 1800. As I've said this week, it's going to need something else to get up there, and then I'll be looking at a short. But even at this level, it's not really in my buy zone at the moment. I need to see a bit more of a drop off, check the fundamentals. Not really surprised that silver had this drop off. I was more surprised that it ran up with seemingly, it's not following gold as closely. Personally, I haven't really checked why this is, if it was just trading or some fundamental. I know in general people are expecting silver to be further in demand, but to me this is returned back to normal level. Not in silver at the moment, happy to watch gold. I really want some sort of drop down to get in. Still thinking of doing some dollar cost averaging trading to get into gold, but at the moment happy to sit out, keep watching, and watch by the sidelines. On energy, oil continued its nice climb up, not heavily, but it is overbought at the moment on the 4 hour. OPEC Plus and OPEC Plus Plus having arguments at the moment. Oil price has some good articles on that, talking about Iraq not saying it's definitely going to keep up with the cuts, and that is the question: what happens when the taps get turned back on and the forget demand for a moment, the supply side. And I think even Russia, they're saying there might be a shortage of oil next month as demand's still not back where it comes to. This could just be them just trying to scare the market a little bit. And you can see there the cuts is currently set to ease starting in July, and I think Russia's just maybe telling everyone, hey guys, what's going on when you come to agreement, because at some point we have to manage that increase in demand with an increase in production, and just how that's going to balance out. So for the moment though, supported, given that RSI's up, there'll be a little bit of a pullback, but the trend is your friend when it comes to oil, and I certainly would be careful with any long-term shorts open on this one. Natural gas showing a bit more support today and over the yesterday as well. The storage report was pretty much what everyone expected it to be. Here though, we can see now, so in the dotted line here is the average. These are the forecast and this is NatGasweather.com, as they're saying, drop off here, but we're going, and then this is it. We might start finally seeing some bullish weather, and then once we see that, NatGas will most likely rocket up, especially given we've got builds near normal, slightly smaller near normal, so neutral, slightly above neutral towards bullish, and then neutral builds. And this is the thing. I think it's going to take some cancellation of exports, some further issues with possibly demand for this to go much lower. I think we've sort of, the market here, for how volatile natural gas can be, is sort of saying we're comfortable around this, we're biding our time, we're going to wait. There is that overhanging worry of negative prices in June, July, because of the storage issues that look to be approaching in Europe. But I've also heard just as many commentators say that risk is probably overblown to what it would really be, and that the price of natural gas here, based off America, is probably, the chance of this having a bomb down is minimal. Most likely now trading in this narrow pattern before we're heading up to summer. As always though, watch that equity, because there is always that chance for that something stupid happens like we had in oil, and like this, bang. And imagine getting, if you're long here, just say you're long, you're like, this couldn't possibly go. You go long, and then it comes and it's back there, in all of a few days. So capital equity management is sometimes more, well, not sometimes, I would argue is more important than getting your entry and entrance prices correct, though always equally important. So, natural gas, we are just going to wait for you, my friend, because you have been pretty boring, especially considering where you normally are. And even Bitcoin. This is my trend line. I've been saying this for the past, I think, 2 weeks now. I put this in, and it finished here before we saw this. So it was about the 25th of May. And then it will drop below my little trend line, and then it's still supporting. And I feel that you could just see these two are going to converge. Look, just on this alone, I feel more confident 10K over the weekend. I'm not telling you that, I have some secret 8 ball that tells me that that's definitely going to happen, but it's looking good. There's sell walls above, there's buy walls below, so there's support, there's resistance, like everything, and they are quite substantial. But for Bitcoin, it's being pretty boring at the moment for what it could be. There was this minor spike up this week, quickly sold off again. RSI overbought, so it's pretty easy to see. And Ethereum, the one thing I do like to see with Ethereum is that it has held on to these gains, and I think that is really strong for the overall altcoin market. So it will be interesting to see if this is the weekend that not only do we get above 10, we hold it. I reckon that's an 85% chance. I reckon there's less of a chance that it's going to bomb down to, say, 7.5. But there's also even less of a chance that it's just going to sit around here and just postulate. So for the moment, I've been doing my dollar cost averaging longs for Bitcoin. Not in Ethereum at the moment. I did miss that rally. Shit happens. With some of the altcoins, I've been looking. I am very happy I got this one right. I told you this week I got into this one. I was saying about BAT, this sell-off, and just a little coin I like. Got up there, taking my profits for that one now. Dogecoin didn't hit my take profit on this one. I was looking right. I was so excited. I was like, yep, we're going to do a good one. And then she didn't want to play ball. So still in that at the moment. See what happens over the weekend. And the other one that I was in, I should really remember some of these theta. That's right. Just because it looked like it was, there's after this massive, pump and then sell off, it was looking good and building. And now you can see we're getting a bit longer candles here, and that's good for me. At the moment, I'm looking for a take profit around here, which would be quite a nice. This is probably my strongest altcoin at the moment. Looking to Moon, looking at a few others. I was looking at Engine just before. I've got my profits from selling my BAT. Engine might be the one. She's popped up even more now. So yeah, look, I'm probably gonna get into this. You can see a bit of bottom there. Some basic TA. You can see support around there. I think what I was looking at is I was going, you know what? Here we are, and around the start of May, we're here. We're now at the start of June, we're up here. That's quite a good rally, and for me, let's go to the daily. I'm always nervous about something like that, because on the daily, you can see this could just snap back down at any moment. So this is why I much prefer to hold coins versus leverage and margin trading, because more than likely going to get in on Engine at the moment, and if she drops on the weekend, still have a good weekend. I'll make profits at some point. It's just not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. So overall, I have to say a bit of a boring week. I didn't really see anything too exciting. The share market, just did its thing, and we saw. I mean, I guess you could say I just don't see that as a rally. It is, but it's just not that exciting. Give me something more. I think also it's just easy to see an easy profit, so I wouldn't say it's exciting. Gold, nothing just really popped for me this week. Made some nice easy profits, but I don't know. I don't explain it. I like stuff like this. We want to see natural gas. Give me some nice, just crazy bang, smash up. There again, be careful what you wish for. So there you go. Enjoy your weekend. To your profits. Let's see what happens in the next 24 to 48 hours of our friend Bitcoin. And I reckon I'm going to throw my hat in the ring with some engine. Let's check on the 4 hour. Yeah, why not? So to your profits, enjoy your weekend, and we will check in shortly.